everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I am here with my August TBR. Let's jump right into it. For August, I will be sitting my NEWTS, the magical readathon surrounding the Harry Potter world. G from over at Book Roast is phenomenal. She organizes so much. It is incredible what she is capable of. So I will be sitting my NEWTS. I sat my owls to be a writer, and I will be sitting my NEWTS to also be a writer. Being a writer is the easiest occupation you could pick, but it also is the one that I wanted, so I went with it. I have a couple of buddy reads going on in August, and I also have the readathon, so I'm trying to combine as much as I possibly can and also include as many arcs as I can, because arc, I heard Chelsea from Chelsea Delling Reads call it Arc August. I certainly have plenty of arcs to read, so as many books as I can fill challenges for, I am trying to do arcs, because September is a huge release month. I have a lot of books that I have to read for September, so I'm going to just be throwing as much as I can onto this particular TBR that is also arcs. We're going to start off with something that is not for one of the readathons. It is The Near Witch by V.E. Schwab. This is V.E. Schwab's first book, and it recently republished, and I got the amazing Baby Poop Barnes & Noble edition that I just think is gorgeous with the little string. So I am going to be buddy reading this with Joss from Scribbles Reads, who I love and adore, and I can't wait. This will be our first buddy read together, so this one will be happening the first week of August. The first full week of August after I get back from my trip to Dallas, and I cannot wait. I'm really excited. I do like the majority of V.E. Schwab's writing, and I think that this is going to be one that I really connect with, so I have high hopes. It's one of my 5-star predictions. I think I'm going to love it. So that is that. I also have 4 different books in the month of August that I am buddy reading with Amber from Amber Lachelle, with Rosie from My Door Reader, and Allie from Poop. I forget her channel name. She has a channel with a friend. I will link them all down below. So Joss, everybody I mentioned will be listed down below, by the way. So we are going to be doing 4 different books, one each week of August. So the first week of August will be The Weight of the Stars by Kay Ancrum. We will be reading that one together. I will be reading and annotating that copy because I have not read and annotated that one yet. That's my signed copy that Kay Ancrum sent me. So I want to read and annotate that one. That the first week of August, that's my pick. The second week of August we'll be reading The Wren Hunt, which was Amber's pick, and then we'll be reading Dear Evan Hansen, which is Rosie's pick, and then we will be reading The Wicked Saints, or just Wicked Saints, which is Allie's pick. So one each week we're going to be buddy reading a book, and I'm really excited about that because they're all books that I wanted to read anyway, with the exception of Dear Evan Hansen. That's a new one. I'm like touching my finger as if that was Evan Hansen. They also fit challenges that I'm going to apply for my NEWTS. So like it works out. It works out, guys. So let's go on to my NEWTS, because that is kind of the rest of my TBR. And I, as a writer, need a couple of things. I have my notebook here. I need to get an E in History of Magic, an A in Muggle Studies, and an A in a subject of my choice. So I have a lot of options for that. We're going to go over what all that is. So for History of Magic, I need an E, which is the first 2, an A and an E, which is a fantasy and a book that includes a map. So for that, I will be reading, for fantasy, The Bone House by Emily Lloyd Jones. This is an arc that I have to read. It comes out in September. Then for a book with a map, none of my arcs have maps, but Wicked Saint does, so this will be my book for a book with a map. That completes History of Magic. Then I need to get an A in Muggle Studies, which is a cover with a photo element, which I have one option that is an arc. So it is this, which is oh, it's not even an arc. It just came from BEA. This is Deadly Class. This is a graphic novel. It's a sci-fi original series, and on the front are all the actors in photo form. On the back, they're there in graphic novel form, but the front is a photo of all of them. I've not seen this show, but I'm going to read this because that's the only thing I have with a photo on it. I need an A in like anything. So I have a couple different options. Astronomy is a book with a moon on the cover. This Practical Magic has a moon on the boot. I have to read this and annotate it for a traveling book for my Patreons, so that has to happen at some point. So that is my moon on the cover. Care of Magical Creatures. It is a book with A, starts with A, for Aragog, and that is All the Better Part of Me. This one is by Molly Ringel. This one is a new adult, male, contemporary romance, and I'm here for that. So that will be my option for that, if if I want to complete that for my courses. For charms, it is a gorgeous cover, and that will be There Will Come a Darkness by Katie Rose Poole. This is stunning. Like, it is just one of the most beautiful covers of life. I really like this. This is also a fantasy. So it hits a whole bunch of my marks, but it's another arc that comes out in September on the 3rd. Herbology is an audiobook that will be Dear Evan Hansen, which will be one of my buddy reads anyway. Transfiguration is an LGBTQIA+, and that will be All the Better Part of Me. Oh, that will be All the Better Part of Me, because that is queer. Starting with A will be Abbott, which is another graphic novel. This one is already out, but again, it's a graphic novel that I got from ALA, and I want to read it, and it is a diverse read. It is a hybrid of horror and investigative journalism set in 1972 Detroit. I don't know very much about it, but Abbott looks like a badass there, and I'm going to read that for A on the cover. Or A, starting with A. And then The Wren Hunt. This could also be my fantasy, and this could also be, one of the challenges was like a bird on the cover, and I don't know what challenge it was because I didn't pay attention to anything past A's, but you know, who knows. This is something that has to get read anyway. So that is my TBR for the month of August. These are all the things that are published already, which is great, but doesn't really help me very much. These 3 are my arcs. I have an audiobook in there that's already published, and The Weight of the Stars, which is already published. So I will be adding in other arcs for sure. I have a whole bunch here behind me that need to be read, so I will mood read some of my arcs, but those are all of my buddy reads. I have a lot of buddy reads this month, and then all of my NEWTS that I will be sitting, which I'm really excited for. I will say that the arcs that I'm getting to for sure are ones that I am super pumped on. Let me just take a look at my other September arcs and let you know what else I have. I have I'm Pregnant, the OK Witch, which I'm hoping to get to sooner than later, I think in this readathon for Reading Rush, maybe. Permanent Record, Rewind, His Hideous Heart, The Babysitter Coven, Infinite Noise, The 10th Girl, Dear Haiti, Gideon. I have a lot, guys. So be prepared to see a whole bunch of arcs, hopefully showing up also in my wrap-ups. I am also, I think with this, going to be doing individual reviews of my arcs, because I do like to break those down for you, and there's a lot of September releases that I want to make sure I talk to you about. So that is my August TBR. I hope I didn't miss anything, but everybody I mentioned will be listed down below. That is it for this one. If you liked it, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye, guys.